welcome. It's no longer a hot sunny day. This weekend it's cold. Cold fall day in Wisconsin. Noisy. Alright. We're going to try working on this today. It's a Yamaha Big Bear 350, I believe. The oil cooler broke. Yeah, that's a different story. We're trying to replace the line, and the upper one on the oil cooler itself just broke off. Yeah, that's no good. So we bought a cheap one. We'll grab it here. We bought this little itty bitty cheap one off Amazon. Probably last a week, but we'll see. We're going to put it on so we can at least see if this four-wheeler still works, because it drained a bunch of the oil when that oil cooler line broke. I think it's still good. Hopefully we can get the hoses clamped on here so they don't leak. That's always a mystery. And then we got to mount this somewhere on there. I just spent 20 minutes looking at it, trying to figure out where to mount it. Ideally we'd mount it so the air flows through it from the front. There's no room in there, so I'm gonna have to mount it like this, and the air is gonna come along this way. Not the best, but it's better than just splicing the line to just go right back into the engine. At least we have some kind of oil cooler on it, if it works. If we can make this work here. All right, let's get to it. This thing's been sitting here for about 2 months. Alright, we're going to put it like right up against the tire here. So that when the tire goes round and round, it rubs and gives it extra cooling. No, it's not going to touch the tire. He's ripping around on the wheel horse that we picked up last weekend. It's running and driving good. Alright, here we are. Going to be working on this oil cooler. It's cold out today. Thanks for joining, guys. Not a good day to be working on wet stuff. It's gonna start getting cold fast. But I figure if I wait, it's going to get even colder, because it's not going to be getting any warmer. I mean, maybe this afternoon it'll be about 5 degrees, but next weekend it'll probably be 10 degrees colder. Weekend after, 10 more degrees colder. All right, Michael Jones, hi, thanks for joining. It's a cold Saturday here in Wisconsin. Last Saturday it was hot and sunny. That ain't the case today. We're going to be trying to put this cheap Amazon oil cooler on this four-wheeler, because we broke our good one, the one that came with it. And used replacements are like $200. I don't want to spend that much on this thing. Ooh-wee, it's cold. As soon as I start touching this oily mess, it's going to get colder. Okay, so I think one of the first things we have to do is, here's the old line. See where it's rubbed a hole in it? We're going to try and reuse this line. So let's go ahead and cut off that bad spot with this awesome cutter here. Doesn't open up wide enough to fit over the whole thing. Starting to get dirty already. All right. We're not going to use that part. Okay, make sure I got it. Make sure there's no more bad parts here. Some kind of cock-a-doodle don't happening over there. I think this looks good. A little bit of fraying right there, but we're going to clamp that. I think will be good. Okay, now, is it going to reach? So here's where we're going to put it. It needs to connect right here, if you can see it. And then reach up to there. I think it'll work. Let's go ahead and get this screwed on here. Right here. You can see it's a big oily mess down here. Touching cold metal on a cold day with cold oil. That's not fun. This shifter pedal's like right in the way too. See, look at that. Look at that. It's horrible. Get it with my fingers as good as I can, because once I try doing it with a wrench, I'm gonna get like a eighth of a turn at a time here if I'm lucky. That's if I'm lucky. Wow. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that. I think so. Right there.
What's going on over here?
Yeah. Trying to replace the oil cooler. Not a fun day for working on cold engines.
Yeah. Where would this oil cooler go?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because why does it look extremely different than this one?
Yeah, I wanted to put the oil cooler like up against that one or where that one was, but that one's mounted in there really crazy.
I'm trying to pull out my lawnmower.
And the size of the new one is different. So I'm just going to mount it right here. If you can see that. Okay, we almost got this thing tight. We don't want it loose, so let's make sure we're definitely tight. We don't want it to leak. I think that's good. Okay. Now, I don't like that. See how that's sitting there? See how it snakes out this way? Touches that, and it's awfully close to the pedal. Somebody's going to be trying to shift, and they're going to step on it. So I've got to loosen it and rotate it. Nothing's ever easy. You can't just fall where you want it to be the first time. And of course, now I can't undo it. Oh, there we go. Oh, not good. Now that part's moving. Ooh-wee. There we go. It's just not enough room to get wrenches on. Look at that. The pedal's in the way. It's horrible. There we go. Yeah. Sing in the shower. Well, no, I don't sing in the shower because I usually take a shower at like 6 in the morning, and that would wake everybody up. Come on. Trying to move that over. Right now it's got a lot of pressure on where it's pushing down, and that might break it. We don't want to break it. Oh, I hate how that thing's turning. This upper one keeps moving on me. There we go. Get it loose here. It's a cold day out. There, got it kind of loose. See if we can move it now. It doesn't want to move very good. That might be as good as we're going to get it right there. There we go. That's better. I like that. All right, let's tighten that down now. Oh, here's Kaka. Kaka came to help. Kaka wants grease. Greasy cat. Okay, let's tighten this down. It's just so hard to get at these because that shifter pedal's in the way. There we go. Okay, that looks a lot better how that's sitting right there. See that? Now it's no longer touching there and sitting where someone's going to step on it when they're shifting. Okay, now we got our cut piece here. See if we can see it in there. Okay, let's cut the other line and then figure out which one's longer. Can you see it? Not really. You need to cut this line. Ooh, that's hard to reach. Oh, that's no fun. Try and come in by the wheel. Like that. I think that'll work. Let me just move the oil cooler out of the way, this thing, so I don't drop it and break it. Okay, here we go. Trying to cut this. Yeah. Don't you just love reaching into the engine area and snipping things? There it is. Yeah. Yeah. Cutting the engine. Okay, we got those two cut.
Nice.
Now we need to see if they'll fit or reach. Will they reach to where I want to mount the oil cooler? Which one's longer? I don't think it matters. No, there's no way it matters which one connects to where because it's just a pipe. I'm going to put that up in there. We're trying to see which one reaches the highest. Unfortunately, neither one reaches very high. There's a mounting bracket here. I think if I pull this other one out of the mounting bracket, I think that one will reach a little higher. Try and get it out here. There it goes. It's getting dirty. All right, then under here, uh-oh, dropping our oil cooler. We're going to push it on. Yep, hold on. First, let's get out some hose clamps. Slide those over. There's one. And there's the other. Okay. Now let's slip them on the oil cooler. Down here. Ooh-wee. It's a cold day. Okay, ow. Whew. First tube's on. Second tube. Oh yeah. Let's get in there. Oh. Make sure it's on all the way. A little further. Oh. Whew, that's a hard spot to reach. Gonna get a little further on to make me happy. Hopefully I don't break the new one. Okay, whew. Yeah. Got it on. Now, let's tighten down those hose clamps. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing, at least a little bit. Okay, that's pretty tight. Now the bottom one, that one's harder to reach. cold out here today. All right. Best dipping sauce ever. Well, best dipping sauce I would say is something with habaneros in it. Spicy stuff. Spicy stuff is good. All right, I'm just making sure I got that bottom one really good because it's hard to reach. Okay, hopefully that's good enough. Now, we got to mount it. We got it on, but we got to somehow attach it. So it came with these weird things. You'd think they're zip ties, but they're not. I've never seen these before.
Yeah. Trying to pull my llama out. I tried with that one, but you need to move to get shift up, and I had in first gear, and it can't move to shift up, so I had to get one side disconnected. Took forever, but the other side's still on the lawnmower.
The other side of the lawnmower?
No, the chain.
What? So the chain's broke? One half's on
No,
one lawnmower, the
stuck
other half's on the other?
The hook point.
Huh?
The chain.
What about?
It's stuck on, you know, the attachment point? Because there's nowhere else back there to hook the chain up.
Okay.
So now I'm looking for the other chain to see if I could pull out with the four-wheeler.
The chains are by the brush mower.
Okay.
Which is over by the tractor.
Right, I forgot.
Because we're trying to sell it.
Mm-hmm. You guys could buy it. It's at $4,000.
Trying to find a way to mount this here. I was like, what's that sound? That's the chain. All right, I'm going to push it through from one side, loop around something, and push it back out. Let's try that. There we go.
UTV, four-wheeler, golf cart.
I don't think the golf cart could do it.
Because I don't know about the four-wheeler if it would start. Because it's battery.
Oh, well, you should put the battery on the charger then.
Yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go pull out.
This is hard to reach.
What's the UTV?
Well, yeah, that might work.
I'm going to use the winch.
Okay.
On it.
This is hard to reach.
This chain's real heavy.
Okay.
If I use the winch. Where's I use the winch? I don't know if it's going to pull out or not. Wait, it should pull it out.
It should. Okay, now let's figure out this. Slide that on. Unfortunately, you guys can't really see what I'm doing probably. Because it's so dark down in there. Then it's got this weird little thing. Oh, that's hard to push on with your fingers. There we go. Okay, you can see it down in there. Let's try and get at least one more on. Yeah. Find somewhere towards the front to mount the next one. Hey Taylor, out here on a really cold morning, trying to put a cheap Amazon oil cooler on the four-wheeler. He's out there trying to rescue his lawnmower. All right, above it. Hi. So I've got the oil cooler lines. I've got them onto the new replacement. Excuse me. Yeah, should have brought my coffee up. Why not wait till Halloween? There you go. Okay, so I've cut the lines. I've got them put on the new oil cooler. It's just a cheap Amazon one. And put the hose clamps on. All right. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? It's a cold morning though. You can almost see my breath. If I breathe just right, you can. Okay, so we got these weird things that kind of act like zip ties. I think it's so that you got the flat area to push against the grill of the cooler. All right, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't leak. That's the biggest worry here. The second biggest worry is that the new oil cooler will just break. It's down in here because it's just a cheap Amazon one. Well, the oil cooler line rubbed through on the U-joint as it was spinning. Yeah. So I tried replacing the oil cooler line and I broke the old oil cooler. The upper connector would not come off at all. It just broke. So now we're putting on a replacement oil cooler. Yep. All right, trying to push this zip tie like strap through the oil cooler way up in here. Everything's always hard to reach. Let's try and get at it from the front. Oh yeah, been on my knees too long there. Kneeling on a carpet pad because it's a nasty cold day. Well, it rubbed against the, oh, we can't really see it, right down in there. See how the U-joint is exposed like that? And the shield was gone, or it was laying on it or something. Then when the U-joint rotated, it eventually just wore through the coolant line. All right, yeah, this is a good view here. Grab my carpet to kneel on. There we go. All right. Last Saturday, it was like super nice and warm out. I don't know why it was so close. There used to be a shield there, I think. And the old U-joint busted apart because it was just worn. It busted apart, it shredded the shield. And so then when we put it back together, we didn't have a shield. So it was kind of our fault. Okay, Oscar, hi, thanks for watching. I just attached A new cheap Amazon oil cooler. Hopefully it lasts more than a week. Can I make my own shield? Yeah, probably. The problem is everything's so hard to reach down there. And where we're mounting the new oil cooler here is not in the same spot. So the new location of the lines, they're not going to be anywhere near that or that U-joint. I'm trying to find the end of my little fake zip tie here. Trying to wrap it around something and then back. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, used oil coolers on eBay are like $200. There it goes. And I didn't want to spend $200 on a used oil cooler, and you can't buy a brand new one that matches. Yeah, the shield, it was thin metal, and yeah, when the U-joint broke, the drive shaft was then attached to the engine, but not attached to the front, and the drive shaft started doing this. So imagine like my arm is the drive shaft, and it started spinning like crazy. So I mean, it just grabbed that shield and just shredded it. All right. Hello again, Oscar. Herman, Dad, Lieber. Hi. Okay, yeah. Cool. So now the question is, I've got this. This is the other side of that weird zip tie looking thing. It's got like a flat face, so it like sits against the cooling fans. And then it's got this little itty bitty thing. I don't know which way I'm supposed to push it on. It was metal. It was metal. But I mean, when you're driving, like, I don't know, I think he was driving like 20 miles an hour or something with it. And all of a sudden the front busts loose and the drive shaft starts whipping around. I think after enough whips around, it just shredded the metal. Yeah, steel. Yep. But it's not going to matter for now, because I'll show you here. On this side, you can see our new, so there's our oil cooler lines coming out from the engine area. They come this way, and they both go up, like that. So they're not anywhere near that U-joint anymore. So we're not going to need to put a shield on them, other than someone kicking them or something crazy like that. If they were to run into a tree, maybe they would end up wrecking them. Okay, so now putting this half of this weird zip tie like thing on. There we go. Okay, our new oil cooler is attached. Yeah, that's like a really weird zip tie. I've never seen those before. They came with this oil cooler kit. There was no instructions. So those are the zip tie things. They're not really zip ties, but like here, I mean, we got weird foam with sticky backs. That ain't gonna work. Okay, bye Oscar. Thanks for watching. And then, yeah, these weird zip ties. Not really zip ties, but so the flat part sits against the cooling fans. And it's got ribs there, kind of like a zip tie does. And then you put this over the other end. And then you've got something that zips it. It's pretty cool. And then it came with one hardline connector, one hose. You can always cut it. I just don't understand why they only gave one connector. Because I mean, if you're replacing an oil cooler, you're gonna need 2 connectors. Just weird. Thankfully, we didn't need that. We're reusing our old lines. We've got it connected. There it is. So let's put some oil in this thing. Yeah, just one connector. And it's like every one on Amazon had like the same kit. So it's like everybody had the same idea. Let's just include that. It's like they all included just that stuff. And that's why it took me so long to buy it. Yes, I definitely bought the budget. I definitely bought the budget oil cooler kit. This is like the cheapest one out there. But there was so many that did that too, that just had that same kit. So I waited forever trying to see if I found a different one, and short of buying a $200 one, they all just came with that kit. All right, so let's add some oil, because all the oil, except for that little bit at the bottom, all the oil drained out when the oil cooler line went. All right, let's go look for some oil and a funnel. We're gonna need a funnel. All right, we used to have oil sitting right here, especially for the four-wheeler. Because that's not the only oil leak on this four-wheeler. Okay, we need a funnel. We'll use that one. Now, where's our oil? Someone used our oil. We're gonna have to go get some more oil. Did the motor run much after the line blew? No. That might be our oil up there. No, it didn't run much. So I'm hoping it's still good. But that is another reason. Oh, that ain't oil. That is another reason I didn't want to spend $200 on a new oil cooler, because I don't know that for sure that the motor's good. I think it is. It's free. It's not seized. Let's come in here and look for some oil. Antifreeze. It is cold today. It is not nice and warm like it was last week. Yeah, I checked for it to be locked up. It's free. Oil. Okay, let's go up to the other garage. I think we have some oil up there. If I remember right, I think we're looking for 10W40. Oh, there's some oil. Ah, I see where the oil went. I knew I had one over here. There it is. Somebody used it. Let's go get another one. Probably gonna need more than one. I don't know how much oil this takes. Let's see if this funnel's gonna work. Yes. Oops, you didn't even see that. It wasn't showing you properly. There we go. Funnel's gonna fit. Okay, let's go find some oil. Sun's coming out. Good. Maybe it'll warm up a little. No one bought the tractor yet. I lowered the price by $500 Wednesday night. Nobody's even contacted me yet. Except, and this is kind of cool, the previous owners, like from 2016, they saw the listing and they said, hey, that's our old tractor. We owned it from 2009 to 2016. Garage is crowded. So that was cool. Walking the balance beam. Got some 2x4s on the floor here. There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, looking for some oil. There's some oil. There's some more oil. I'll bring 3 out. There's some more oil. Okay, as long as we're in here, check it out. 1960 Ford Sunliner. This one's a convertible. This one's cool. Never driven it. We've started the engine a few times. It needs transmission linkage and just a little more fine tuning on the engine. Carburetor. We can run it for short periods of time, but the carburetor needs tuning because it'll die after a little bit because we don't have it tuned very good. Because it originally had a tri-power intake. That's a 3-carb intake. Yeah, trying to tune those is so tricky. So one of the last times we worked on it, we put in a 4-barrel single carb intake. Walking the balance beam here. There we go. All right. Okay. Got someone else that says hi. Restoration Carpenter. All right. Hi. Thanks for joining. Just grab some oil. Gonna put some oil in the 4-wheeler. We just put the new super cheap budget Amazon oil cooler on the 4-wheeler. There. Oh yeah, sun came out finally. Now it should start warming up. It's a cold day here, but with that sun, that should start getting nicer. Okay, brought out some oil. Let's go ahead and crack one of these open. Get some oil in this engine. Hope the engine's not ruined from blowing that oil cooler line. Liquid gold. I have no idea how much oil this is going to take. Well, especially since it's a 1972 Ford F-250 Highboy. That's a nice truck. Especially since the oil is not going to go up into the oil cooler as I'm just dumping it in here. So it's definitely going to lose oil, or it's going to go lower when we can start it. I hear cats. I hear cats meowing. I see cats. Gwig. There's the cat right there. Oh, it disappeared. 460, 351, 360. I think that one's a 360. It's either a 351 or a 360. It's definitely not a 390. Definitely not a 427. That would be nice. Um, we did not measure the bore, but when we measured the stroke, I think it equaled out to one of those two smaller ones, either 352, I think, 352 or 360. All right, let's check how full we are here. I don't want to put way too much in and have to drain it. Couldn't find the dipstick. Nothing yet. It's at the bottom of the dipstick yet. You like the old school lawn chair? Yep. Yeah, 427 would have been cool. We do have a 1960 Ford Starliner out there that used to have a 427 in it. Unfortunately, the engine's gone. But it still has the cool transmission that matched it. It's a transmission out of a Torino. So it's like a heavier duty transmission than was normally in those cars. We're currently trying to prep it to put in a different FE engine. It's probably a 352. It's definitely not a 427. Dumping this oil in. You had a 66 Econoline pickup back in the day. That sounds cool. Yep. Keep dumping in the oil. We got such a skinny funnel that it can't put the oil in fast enough. This four-wheeler's been sitting here at least 2 months. So after I get oil in it, my next problem is I busted the spark plug when trying to get the old oil cooler line off. So I need to replace the spark plug. I don't know if I have one or not. Oh, I'm starting to see it. Starting to see it in the dipstick. Let's add a little bit more. Oh. Hey, it's trying to knock my box down. All right, that was 1 quart. I was gonna put this on that box, but then the cat's gonna knock it down. So my son says we have more spark plugs that might fit. Unfortunately, he's helping rake leaves somewhere today, so I can't ask him where those spark plugs are. So I'm gonna have to search for them. Put a little bit more, because we know it's going to drink some of it once it goes to fill up the oil cooler, because all those lines are empty right now. Let's stop there, and if we can get this started, then we'll check it after half a minute or so. Okay, next I need to look for some a spark plug. Dirty hands. Let's go look for a spark plug. Actually, we need to get this one off so we can compare it. Let's get a spark plug socket. Meanwhile, here's this truck. Gotta get in through the door though. It's a tight fit. There it is. All right. You guys can look at that while I find something to clean my hands with before I start touching all the tools in here. There we go. Got my favorite. My favorite toilet paper, paper towels here. We have tons of these things. They're nice shop towel like things, except they're only 3 inches wide, or 2. There we go.
So, how's it going?
I'm now going to take the spark plug off so we can look for a replacement spark plug.
Online? Or on
Hopefully here. We might have to buy one online. It'd be nice if we had one here so that we can try starting it today.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if we do though. Okay.
What kind of paint?
What is this? Okay.
Grinding. Plastic?
I thought this was snow. Thankfully it's not snow. Okay, spark plug. There we go. Spark plug sockets. Okay. Let's grab a socket. Ratchet here. With an extension just in case. There we go. Let's remove that spark plug. I see my kid left the chain on the ground. That's no good. It'll be covered with leaves. Yep, just barely. There we go. Which one of these is going to fit? Let's try that one. Where'd that fall off? It's loose. It's a weak ball on this one. Too big. This looks too small. Nope, that's the one. Okay, let's get that spark plug out.
Forgot that we broke the spark plug.
Yup. Yeah, if we didn't break the spark plug, we'd be ready to start it. Uh-oh, what's going on?
We might even be
Oh,
riding.
that's just the funnel leaking.
We might even be riding it if we had it when we broke that.
Maybe, but we broke it, so we're not riding it yet.
Darn. Hopefully, that's all it needs.
Yeah, you should pick up that chain. It's going to get covered with leaves, and then we'll lose it. We'll go put it back by the... Well, we're going to use it to pull out your mower, aren't we? Or do you have something else to pull it with?
Oh yeah, we're going to use it to pull my mower because I tried with the UTV's winch. It didn't work. It just, like, for some reason, my lawnmower is heavier than the UTV. When I was full and slamming the brake, the UTV would pull closer to the lawnmower.
Huh. Alright, well, you should pick it off the ground, though, because otherwise it'll get covered with leaves.
Yeah, we don't want that because it's kind of almost invisible.
Okay, good, good. We can still see the numbers. Okay, it's a Champion RA 8HC. That's a little one. Okay, I know we have possibly some old spark plugs from the go-kart. We'll see.
The special dong thing.
Dong Fang spark plugs.
Go get your dong thing
Dong
spark
Fang
plugs.
spark plugs. Uh-oh.
What?
Our box of Dong Fang parts is gone.
Uh-oh.
Where'd it go?
What would it look like?
There's a little cardboard box that sat here. Little Dong Fang parts.
Darn, I hate when things go missing.
Yeah. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh boy.
What, can I put somewhere?
Probably.
Too bad one this.
Nope. It's,
Darn it. Oh.
what is that? Yeah, that's related. That's go-kart parts. Uh-oh, it's the lunchtime bell. Any spark plugs in here? Hello? Where are you?
What
Spark
color
plugs.
box would be white?
It's brown. It's
Darn
brown
it.
box.
So they see a white box.
You see brake parts. Hey, look at that. There's our oil cooler line we were hoping to put on. So we broke our oil cooler.
So we got a whole new oil cooler
Yeah.
and a new oil cooler line. You know, I was gonna say we should have did that in the start, but no.
No, because this is like a cheap oil cooler. It would have been better if we could have used the original.
Yeah.
Where did that box go?
It's not like Tanner used it.
Million bags from Home Depot
Hey,
or
I
something.
remember these. These are the million bags I took.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
At one time, I put them onto UTV. I was looking for these.
Yeah, they were up here in place of our spark plugs.
Oh, darn it. Man,
Where did our parts go? I hate that. Our parts went missing.
the bag swallowed the part.
I see it. I see our box.
Oh, there it is.
There's our box. Oh, it's so heavy. It's loaded with stuff.
I see a carb in there. I see a carb in there.
There's multiple carburetors in here.
All right, the crappy dong thing carburetor.
There's our go-kart parts. We're looking for a spark plug in there. We have, what would this be?
Carburetor?
Yeah, it's a carburetor. I was looking for what brand.
Oh,
No brand.
that might be the dong thing one.
Yep, this is probably Dong Fang.
Wait.
What do we have here? We got another carb.
Amazon or something.
It looks newer. No, not really. It does, kind of. This is probably Amazon. We're looking for spark plug though, not carbs.
Well, we buy 2 Amazon ones. What did the one that we sold to the guy?
Yeah, we're not looking for that right now.
What is that?
It's bearings for, I don't even remember. It's too big to be the U-joint. Oh, piston.
Oh,
For the piston arm.
how tiny was that piston?
Well, that's just the arm.
Oh.
See, there's the pin thing that goes through the shaft.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. There's a registration for this four-wheeler. Yeah.
Oh, for this.
No, for the RC car one.
Darn it. Oh, the one that we.
There's another carburetor for like a weed whacker.
That's probably an Amazon one.
There we go. There we go.
Oh.
We got a little itty bitty. Oh,
Darn.
those threads are even bigger. This little itty bitty one's even bigger than.
So
what
we
need.
used to call
That's
it.
not good.
Wait, what's the?
Oh, This is itty bitty.
Is it that?
This is too itty bitty. Oh, look how tiny that one is. Right? That's too small.
Would the Arctic
That's not
cat
good.
have one that might be the same size?
It might. Look at this. We got a starter Bandex
Oh.
for the RC car four-wheeler. It's a good one. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the RC car. I'm like, the RC car.
I don't see any more spark plugs in here.
What?
Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, nice intake boot.
We don't need an intake boot right now, though.
And that's it.
Darn,
We're gonna have to buy one.
unless the Arctic cat has one, I'm gonna go see.
Well, it has a spark plug.
No, like, if it's this size.
Yeah. I guess we can check. We have another four-wheeler. We can see if it's got the same spark plug. I doubt it, but we'll see. Let me carry this one with. Let's go take a look at it. Because we can swap it. We can put this one in the broken four-wheeler. Grab our spark plug socket here. Ooh, it's cold and windy. See clouds coming too. I don't like that. Hopefully it doesn't rain this afternoon. Hopefully it doesn't snow this afternoon. I hope not. Why is this laying in the grass? We'll never find that again if that stays there. With all these leaves. Here we go. You see the spark plug?
I don't know where it is. It's so complicated. You lift up the seat and there's that. Like, where's the spark plug at? Yeah, we definitely gotta try repairing this one these days.
Yeah, this one should be fixable.
This one's a good one.
It had carb issues.
Oh, only carb issues?
Well, and then something with the computer module every once in a while was causing it to stop running. What in the world? Where is it hiding?
I don't know. Like, where's the spark plug? It's nice because it has two racks. Its seat is in
way
mint.
up here.
Its seat is in mint condition too. And this thing's the weirdest thing I ever seen because this thing has one of those 12 volt. It has one of those 12 volt input things.
Oh, that's hard to get at.
You found it?
I'm not even sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here it goes. Okay.
Okay. Question is it this one?
It's hard to get at though.
It's controlled. They're like, I'll lose.
Nope.
Darn.
I don't think it is because I can't get the socket. Wait. Okay. Socket's on.
Okay, so.
Because if it's the same, we can swap it. We
Yeah.
don't want to leave it out.
And we'll just find it, get a new one for this. Wonderfully important.
Can we get this off? Perfect. That'll help a lot.
Oh, yeah, and this one doesn't have the muffler right in your leg. It's supposed to. I like shifty ones. They're kind of fun. You get shift up. I mean, kind of fun. Not when you have to constantly shift it up, shift it down, shift it up, shift it down. Sad that you have to do that.
This one's hard to get at.
way down there?
There's stuff in the way. There's a coolant line in the way.
What? That's a huge coolant line. Or, I don't know. I'm looking at something else. This four-wheeler looks actually nice for how long it's been sitting. Look at the fuel gauge, just like
Eighth of the turn is time.
the fuel gauge.
Oh, there's the carburetor. I see it's open. Somebody was fooling with the carburetor.
Maybe Tanner?
Probably. But because it was left open, it's all rusty. Oh, why is this spark plug so hard to get at?
Four-wheelers are weird.
And my extension's too long. And without the extension, the socket tool doesn't fit on it because there's a coolant line right here. For something as simple as stopping the spark plug, it's sure not easy on this machine. I need like a half height one.
It's cold.
Finally, it's loose enough to do with my fingers, I think. It's lunchtime too. We're late. We're late for lunch. Come on.
I remember.
It's still pretty tight.
We didn't know what the switch does, and we still don't know.
Isn't that the fan?
Oh, right. I forgot. We found out. It's the fan.
This is hard to do.
Having the forward and reverse thing.
How many threads are on that thing? I suppose about 20. Oh, why? Why is it in such a bad spot?
Yeah, why can't it be like an arm?
I really need a half height one. You want to see if you can find a half height one? Because no matter what, we're going to have to put one back in here. So.
Okay, sure. Shorter.
Yeah, so like half the length of this.
Okay, I'll see if I can even find it.
Horrible. It takes 10 minutes just to take the spark plug out. Yeah. Still trying to turn that spark plug out. It's like you gotta do this with your hand and then do this with your fingers. Like that. You gotta just turn it with the tips of your fingers. Okay, he found a half height extension, hopefully. Maybe he's saying he ain't seeing one, I don't know. You found one or didn't find one?
No.
Okay. I'm looking for one, otherwise we're giving up. That was a bad idea. Big. Right here. Here we go. There's 3 of them. Okay, let's go get this spark plug out. No reason it should take 15 minutes to take the spark plug out of a 4-wheeler. Oh, even with this one. Oh, horrible noise is happening. Oh, horrible. That's just a really bad placement. Yeah. There we go. Even that stubby extension was still almost too long. Okay, that looks too skinny, I think. Compare them. Yep. Yep. Those don't match. Yeah, those don't match. Well, that's disappointing. We're going to have to buy a new spark plug because we did that to it. Yeah. All right, let me put this one back in. We don't have a hole open to the engine here. And I'm going to have to order a new spark plug. That won't arrive for a couple days at least. Yeah, so that's disappointing. I keep dropping it because that ball is like not sticking out enough, so it just falls. That's a horrible spot to put the spark plug. It's pretty tight there. You got the frame above it. You got your brake lines above it. You got a coolant hose next to it. You got part of the fender in the way. For such a simple maintenance item like your spark plug, it should make it easier to get at. There we go. Oh, now I can't get the spark plug socket out of there. So it's got that rubber boot that grips it. And it's gripping the spark plug. And it's like recessed in there. There. Woo. Wow, that was horrible. I'm telling you. What is this? This is an Articat 500. That spark plug placement is horrible. Took me 20 minutes just to check what type of spark plug's in there. You have to remove the side panel. You can't do it without an extension. If you have a normal extension, it's too long. You gotta use a stubby extension, even though it's almost too long. So it's too short if it's normal. It's almost too long if it's like this. Bad. Yeah, it's not the same spark plug. It's the little itty bitty one. All right. That's all. It is lunchtime.
Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream.
This thing says it's only got 198 miles on it. We got to fix this one.
Yeah.
Not today, though. All right. Got to end the live stream for now because it's lunchtime. Might do another one later today, depending on what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Not riding that four-wheeler.
Darn it.
Got to buy a spark plug.
Darn it.
Thanks for watching. You guys have a good Saturday. Maybe I'll see you again later today. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Thanks for watching.
Hey.
Gotta go eat some lunch.
Eat some